The new business model, which certainly is still moving people commercially. And just as taxi cabs or limousines are regulated to ensure the safety of the traveling public, we think TNC's, this new business model needs to be regulated as well. It all depends what your portfolio of services. In Virginia, we regulate all motor carriers. So the standard limousines, passenger and freight movement, household movers. And so I think that everyone needs to be aware, because this is a business model that is very popular in our state, particularly in the urban areas. If it's not in your state, it's coming. It's something that the new generation of riders are looking for and demanding, and I think AAMVA absolutely needs to be involved. Certainly at the Fort Worth workshop, there was a presentation on TNCs, and I think the jurisdictions will find a whole lot of similarities on positions that the TNCs have taken in the states, and there probably needs to be a similarity in the positions that the states are taking with the TNCs. It was a long process. It started when we were alerted that they were operating in Virginia. We approached them to try to figure out exactly what they were doing and how it fit into our regulatory framework. Concluded that based on what we knew, it didn't. We then issued an order to stop them from regulating. That got them to the operating. That got them to the table. We then issued a temporary authority. The General Assembly, our legislature, had asked us to study the issue, present some findings with the recommended legislation. We did that. This past January, the General Assembly actually passed a bill, and we're now in the process of implementing it. It goes live July 1. But yes, had all of our stakeholders in, figuring out what we needed to do, what made sense, what were good business-friendly regulations, and how do we need to move forward with it. Certainly, I would be more than happy, and I think it is accessible through the AAMVA website. We did a very detailed study, which again, all of our stakeholders were in, and we went issue by issue. The law or the recommended legislation is part of that report. The final legislation that the governor signed is also attached to that. So I would probably suggest our AAMVA members look at that. And just really come to an AAMVA event, because this is a hot issue, and there will always be discussion on what we need to do to make sure that we can allow this business model to operate, but to make sure it's being done safely.